Hi, this is Daphne from Daphs Caf Vlogs. These vlogs are all about the side effects of chemotherapy. What I'm hoping to do is pay it forward with some of the experiences that I went through when I had hypoxia for lymphoma. In today's video, we're going to be talking about anxiety. Oh yes, as well as what to take along with you when you go to stay in hospital. Some hints and tips on how to make that stay in hospital a little bit more pleasant. You can try, it does work. A lot of cancer patients have high anxiety as well as stress, especially after being diagnosed. It's no surprise. The big C is not something that's very pleasant or anything that you'd want to hear. I certainly suffered a lot from anxiety before and after I was diagnosed. It was really difficult for me because I just kept thinking I was having a heart attack all the time. My heart would ache, I had pins and needles in my fingers. But as my daughter said to me so wisely, "Mummy, if you were having a heart attack, you'd be on the floor right now." I did go for checkups and they did say, no, it's actually anxiety. Anxiety is all about the mind chatter that's going on in your head and you need to get out of there. One of the things I was told to do was to go for walks. Walking is really good for you because it gets you outside, you get a good dose of vitamin D, you get to see a little bit of nature if you go on some good trails, or just to get to see some people and say hi. If it's in the evening, it's cool, it's quiet, it gets you outside, as well as oxygenating your blood and you stop listening to the mind chatter. If you can't walk, and this usually happens after a while when you've gone through chemo, you become a lot weaker and you don't have the energy to go outside and have a little walk, then ask a family member or friend to take you for a drive. This is what I used to do. Just get in the car, go somewhere that's scenic, that's quiet, go to the ocean, listen to the waves, have a small chat with a friend. Get out of your mind. You need to stop listening to your head because that's what's causing the anxiety. Now, another thing that I used to do was when I was suffering anxiety, I used to need to talk to somebody because you need to get away from what's going on in your brain. I'm lucky I have two wonderful teenage kids living with me. And so what I do is I tell them I'm having an anxiety attack and they'd come in and they'd give me a little massage on my shoulder and they'd talk to me and they would alleviate my fears and I would calm down completely. Another thing that I used to use was essential oils. A friend of mine called Riz introduced me to essential oils and she showed me the different ways that I could use essential oils to alleviate my anxiety. There are many different types of essential oils and each essential oil has its own uses. I used to use lavender to calm me down and to center me and to help every time I started feeling anxious. Not only did I use lavender, I also used peppermint whenever I had headaches. Peppermint is also used for stomach aches as well as coughing. Another thing that you can use with essential oils is you can put them in a diffuser. Thank you very much, Riz, for giving me my diffuser. The diffuser is wonderful. It's aromatic, it clears the air, and it also helps you calm down. So when I used to feel anxious, I used to have my kids come and talk to me, or if I was alone, I'd pick up the phone, I'd talk to a friend, I'd turn on my diffuser and put in the essential oil that I felt would help me at that moment in time. So that I actually bought one for my daughter. This is a diffuser from a brand called Asakuki. It's a 500 ml essential oil diffuser, and as you can see from me playing, it's got 7 different LED light colors. And it's a 5-in-1 aromatherapy device. It has a great way of improving the air quality, and the good thing about it is that it has a 1-year warranty with a 3-month cashback guarantee in case you don't like it. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to absolutely love this little beauty, just like I did, and I have to get my fingers off it right now. Another way to alleviate anxiety is to do breathing exercises or to do breathing meditation. My anxiety levels were through the roof when I was in hospital having my chemotherapy, and my heart rate used to just go faster and faster. So the nurses or the doctors on hand would have to come in with an ECG machine, get it all strapped on, and find out if it was a cardiac problem or it was actually my anxiety. And yes, every single time it was my anxiety. It was so embarrassing for me because I'd be sitting there in tears thinking, oh my goodness, something's happening to me, but it was just anxiety. So I had to ensure that I was doing my breathing exercises because it was the fastest way to calm me down. So doing my breathing exercises were really important because it helped distract my mind. Yes, I could have taken medication, which I sometimes did, but it would take 20 to 30 minutes to kick in. When you're doing your breathing exercises, you're focusing on your breath, and therefore you are distracting your mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a few links over here of the different types of breathing exercises and breathing meditation I did while I was in hospital. I'm sure you can find a lot more, but these are the ones that I used on a regular basis. The last time I was in hospital, I was having a blood transfusion done. Something that I had to do on a regular basis because, yes, that's one of the side effects of chemotherapy. And while I was having my blood transfusion done, my temperature went really high. So the doctor said, I'm sorry, Daph, we're going to have to admit you. So I had to ask my kids to pack my bag and bring it over to the hospital because obviously I didn't have anything prepared. And it's a bit difficult because they don't know exactly what you want, even though you tell them, oh, go grab this from here, go grab that from there. So I was having a grumble to the nurse about not bringing any of my stuff and not having my things around me. And let me just say one thing about nurses. They're absolutely wonderful people. They were so good to me while I was in hospital. They really did give me the shoulder I needed when I needed to cry. And believe me, if you need to cry, have a good cry. It's very good. It does relieve all your anxiety. And also they were there to explain things to me if I got confused about what was going on. And basically, they're your friends while you're in hospital and they treat you really, really well. Back to the nurse, she gave me some excellent advice. She says, Daphne, make sure you always have a bag pre-packed. And I looked at her and I said, well, I didn't expect to be coming in. She goes, and that's why you need to have your bag pre-packed. So I'm going to give you a checklist of all the things that you should bring along with you when you go to hospital. Now, we'll have the obvious things like your toothbrush, your toothpaste. If you still have hair, your hairbrush, well done you. And then of course, the normal things like your face wash, your moisturizer, your deodorant. Make sure you also bring your body cream and your hand creams because you do get dry skin while you're in hospital because of the central air conditioning and or heating that they have there, all right? And the other thing is to make sure you bring comfy clothes with you. Sweatpants, track pants, leggings, wonderful. You certainly don't want to wear the gowns that they provide for you. Why? Well, if you haven't found out already, they tie up the back. They don't really cover everything, so your bum is flapping away in the wind and it does get rather cold and uncomfortable having those ties on your back, especially if you lie on your back. So, because I had a PICC line in, what is a PICC line? A PICC line is a line that they put in through my vein in my arm and it went all the way to my heart because the heart pumps the most amount of blood through your system, and that's where they wanted the chemo to go through, so it was going through my system faster and it wouldn't degenerate any of my veins. Because I had a PICC line in, all my t-shirts were done this way. Now I'm going to show you what to do so that when you go into hospital, you don't have to worry about threading your t-shirt through the line that's attached to your saline bag or your chemo bag or your antibiotic bag, and you can actually just rip it off and pull it down, go take your shower or change your t-shirt and not have to worry about it. Make sure you also bring some nice warm socks, some caps and hats to keep your head warm, and scarves as well as a sweatshirt because you do get cold every so often. Most important thing though, bring your own blanket. Yes, it does help give you the comfort feeling that you require. And believe me, if you're in hospital, and I used to be in hospital between 5 to 7 days, it makes a big, huge difference. And I also brought my diffuser. Like I said earlier on, by diffusing the different types of essential oils to help you through when you're going through either anxiety or you can't sleep or you have a headache. Whatever you need, the essential oils usually help. Most of all, it makes your room smell great. Now, the other thing I also brought along with me were my different types of herbal teas. Herbal teas are really, really good. If you do research them, many of them help in many different ways. Make sure you have organic teas. I do hope this vlog has helped. I'm sure you realize that sound quality is a bit different. That's because my microphone went up the crapper. But hopefully next week we'll get a new one. And I do hope I have helped in any little way that I can. If you do like what you have seen, please click the subscribe button or the like button below. And I will see you again in the next vlog. Till then, bye!